Hi everybody, it's Becca here from Bead Pie. Today we're going to do a tutorial on these little beaded dollies. These ones are made with the mini duos and a smaller head bead. So they come up slightly smaller and I've made them into earrings. As you can see, the mini duos are quite a bit smaller than the regular ones. So yeah, I used those ones for the earrings. So if you want to make a pair of earrings, maybe use the mini duos. And then these are just regular super duos for these little dollies. I'm going to make one today with hair. Little braids, little pigtails in her hair. So yeah, I'll be making one exactly the same as this one today. So let's clear the table, and yeah, you can make them any colour and you can put different kind of tops on them. You know, zipper pull, or put it on a pencil case or a purse. We can make it into a necklace, or yeah, into a pair of earrings. Even these ones could be a pair of earrings. I mean, just depends on what you like. So yeah, I'm going to clear the table and we'll get started and show you step by step how to make one of these little dollies. Well, it's lovely and sunny, so hopefully we've got good lighting. You're going to need some 11O seed beads, some 8O seed beads, some super duos, some 15Os, an 8mm bead for your head, a bead cap, and that's it really. You can use several colours, or you can use one colour for your seed beads, you know, depending on what you've got, obviously. But this one's going to have hair, so if you don't want to do the hair, you just miss out this first step. So let's get started. I'm going to take one of these 0 beads. Sorry, you'll need one of them if you want to do the hair. I'm going to put my thread on here. I'm going to tie a little knot in the top. It's just going to slide off. This is all going to be hidden under the bead cap, so tie a couple of little knots in there just to attach it on. And I'm going to take 8 of the matte gold, matte gold. You can see those. I'm going to pull those down, do my O bead, and you want to leave just the tiniest little bit of a gap. You don't want to pull it up tight against that bead, and you'll see why in a minute. I'm going to add an 8O seed bead and 3 more of my matte gold. You can use any colour you want for the hair. I'm just trying to make it simple by using not too many colours. Right, once you've gone through there, don't miss those last 3 that you just added. Go up through the 8O and then all your 11Os and pull that through. So it's going to be like a little picot on the end. These are going to be your pigtails. So you need to make sure this is sitting straight. I've still got a bit of a husky voice from the flu that I've had, so you have to excuse my my husky voice. So yeah, now you've got that, and then I'm just going to loosen it slightly, and I'm going to pass it through the bridge thread like that, just to secure it a little bit. Make sure there is that little bit of dangle. Then I'm just going to go under, back through my 0 bead, and do the same on the other side. just going to loop around once first to make sure it's sitting on that side and not in the middle. So the thread's now attached to that side, like so. I might even pass through this piece of thread here, just to bring the thread down on the bottom side and do a little knot there. Just so my thread is facing the same way as this one, because these are going to hang down as little braids. And for your second braid, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 11 O's, whichever colour you've chosen for your hair. It probably depend on your dolly. And then add 1, it's hard not to get in the shade, 1 of your 8 O's, 3 more, of your 11 O's, and then slide those down. And then do the same, miss the 3 and go back up through the 8 and then pull, and then you've got your little picot on the bottom and two little bits of hair there. So what I will now do is tie that off, make a little knot here. Like I say, you don't want them to be pulled too tight so that they're right up against the 0 bead. It's not what you want. And I'm going to snip this, but not right up against, in fact I'll use a thread zapper. I'm not going to do it right up against the bead, because that's going to all be tucked in inside the end cap. We do our hair. That's it. And the same on this side. Take this one off. Can't do it one-handed. I might actually, just to secure that, might be a good idea to put a little tiny bit of glue here and here, just to secure those and secure that thread. That might actually be a really good idea. So I might do that, because we don't want it coming undone. So let's just dab a tiny bit of glue. And I'm using elephant glue. Is it called? No, Gorilla Glue. Why did I say elephant? Gorilla Glue. Because this stuff's so strong. But just the tiniest dab there. It's more to stop those threads, you know, from coming unravelled later on. So just a tiny weeny dab, just to hold that in place. Right, I'm going to add a stop bead to my thread. Just any random bead will do. Stick that on the end so that we don't have everything sliding off. Alright, now we're going to start making the dolly. Like I said, if you don't want to do the hair, you can just leave that step out. Don't do this step, just work from now. So I'm going to take 1 8/0 seed bead. Oops. My end cap. And I'm going to pick up my hair. Now, if you're not doing hair, obviously, you will miss this step. Just make sure there's no glue in the hole. Add your hair. And then your head bead, which is your 8mm bead. You see how that's gonna sit like that? So she'll have hair. And then another 8 seed bead. Right. And as you're working on this, your head and your neck and all that's going to look really wonky. It's going to look like it's not going to fit. But I can assure you when you get to the end, we'll straighten that up. So, yeah. Right, now you want to start with the first arm. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm not. I'm going to use white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then give her a little gold cuff. So I'm going to have 7 white. Either way, you need 8 beads. So you could just do 8 all of the same colour, 8 white, 8 gold, 8 whatever colour your dolly is, pink, blue. Really doesn't matter on the colour, it's the amount that counts. So you do 8 of those. And then I'm going to give her little bronze fingers. So I've got 2 different coloured 15-Os here. I'm going to use the darker ones. 1, 2, 3 fingers. This is going to be her fingers. So we drop those down. And then just like we did with the pigtails, we'll skip those 3 15s. Sorry, those. And go back up through our 8 beads that we've chosen for our arm, whatever colour they may be. So, go through those. Don't worry about your head, like I say, we'll straighten that up at the end. Right, then we want to do your next arm, but before we do, we're going to pick up our first piece of body, which is a super duo. It's going to pick that up, slide that one down to sit there. I hope you can see all this. Oop, dropped the camera. Then we're going to do the second arm, so we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of your seed beads and 3 of your 15-Os for the fingers, like so. And then bring those down. Like so. And the same again, we're going to go back up through all the 11s, miss the 15s, and go back up through all those 11s. And back through your super duo. Oops, yeah, through that same hole. See, coming out like that. So through there, I'm going to try and do as much of it on the mat as I can, because every time I pick it up, obviously you can't see what I'm doing, but so I'll try to do as much on the mat as I can so that you can actually get a clear view of what I'm doing here. Or in the shade there, is that a shadow there? There, is that better? Relying on the natural light, you see. Let's just move these beads back because we've got much more light here on the table. Hang on. The light's falling really nicely further back, so I'm going to move everything up so you can see better. Otherwise I've got a shadow right across the middle of my working area. It's quite annoying. Oh, it's going to stay there. I don't know, that might be a bit brighter anyway. Any better? I don't know, maybe not. Right, so here we are. Now we're coming out the top of this bead. We want to come down through the bottom hole, like so. And we're going to add one more of our super duos. bring that down, and then go through the bottom hole. We're coming out the top hole, go back, not back, but out through the top, down through the bottom hole like so. I'll take it on the table so you can see exactly where I'm going, like that, and through that one, and pull through. So it's sitting like so. And then you want to go ahead and pick up 2 more of your super duos. See, one's going to sit like this, one's going to sit like that. So you're actually coming through in a loop. So we've gone through this one, through this one, through this one, turn that one up, and then go through the top of the same bead and all the way through these beads that you've already put on. I'm going to have to pick her up. Sorry guys, I've got to pick it up. So yeah, through the top of that bead, and then through the beads you've already done, all the way through all of them, like so. And then you're coming out of this top of this bead, go down through the bottom, and again all the way through to the other side, and pull tight. And there you got the main bit done. We just got to make the rest of her skirt and her body. So don't worry about the head, that will sit straight when we finish. So now we're going to add another super duo. Flip that over so you can see it's going to sit like that. So after adding that super duo, we're now going to go through the bottom of it. Through the bottom of that bead that we just added, and that is going to sit like that. Now we're going to start working on the legs. So I'm going to add, and again you can do these all the same colour. I'm doing it in 2 colours so you can see more what I'm doing. So I'm going to add 1 gold, and then 1, 2, 3, oh, that's funny shape, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oh no, 8. Why am I counting 9? Let's start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know why I just kept counting there. I'm just going on automatic mode. Right, so I've got the 8 beads plus 1. I'm going to add a super duo. This is going to be the foot, and I'm coming out of that hole there, which is going to be the heel, and this one's going to be the toe. So down the leg, out the heel, and then up through what's going to be the toe. Like so. Then take one of your 15-0 seed beads, got gold here, 15-0 gold for me, and then run that all the way down, drop it there, and then just go back through the hole you're coming out of, back through that hole, make Make sure your little pom-pom's standing up, and then back up through the heel. And you don't want to pull too tight on the legs. And then, yeah, all the way up the leg, but not up that first gold you added, just the white ones. There. Then you're going to add another gold, and you're going to go on through that middle bead, the middle super duo there. And that's one leg added, like so. And you're going to add one gold of your 11 O's, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of your leg beads in whatever colour you choose. And then again, another super duo for your other foot. Pop that all the way down. Right, coming out the heel, go up through the toe. Through the toe, there you go. Add your 15O seed bead for your little pom-pom on the shoe. Dog, do you have to be making licking noises when I'm making a video? It's gross. Sorry about my dog. He picks his moments. Right, back up through the heel. But not the gold bead. Just those ones. Leave the gold bead there. And then take another gold, 11O. Your last super duo. Pull that down. Coming out the bottom, go back up through the top hole of the super duo, like so, and then in through these beads here. So through this super duo, the bottom hole of it, and the top hole of this middle one, this one here, and then out through this one, but don't come out with the edge. So let the beads guide you through. It's a little bit fiddly. And then up the side, like that. And pull through. Now you've finished the skirt and the legs. Now we're going to work our way back up to the top to secure the head on. So that's what you have so far. Right, so we're coming out of this bead here. At the bottom hole, we're going to go in through the top hole of the same bead, out through the next bead, but not through the edge. Again, coming up the side here, like so. So we're now exiting this bead here. I'm going to go through the top hole, just the top hole, nothing else. Don't go up the arms, just out through the top of that super duo. Ooh, I'm going down the arm, let's see. There, like that. Up through the top. Right. Now we're coming up this side of the super duo here. We're going to go up the neck, make the bail, back down and round, then come through the other side, go up the neck again, and that way those two threads either side of this head bead will secure it all in place. So let's get that done. Up through there, up through the O bead, and then making sure you've gone through all your beads, and then up through the 8O on top, like so. And then we're going to add the bail plus our little fixture, whether you're using one of these or one of these, whichever kind of finding that you're using, key ring, whatever, I would suggest putting it on at this stage. Shoot, I left my glue open. Let's cover that up. Sorry, I left my glue open. Right, so yeah, we're coming out the head. Where is my needle? There it is. I'm going to pick up some beads for the bail, so I'm going to pick up 2 of my gold. 1, 2, 3, 4 of my white, and another 2 gold. I think that should be enough. It's only going to be a little one. Alright, I'll put 2 more. So I'm going to do 2 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 6 actually of the white, and then the other 2 gold. I'm going to make it like that. 2 gold, 6 white, 2 gold. So that's 10 beads. Slide those down. And then add your, I've got a split ring because they're stronger than the normal jump rings, double the strength. So yeah. And also add that. Right, so now I'm going to go back down, just through the 8O, and then all the way through the head, all the head beads, the neck, and when I come out the bottom, and if you can, go through that super duo as well. If you can't, just come out of those head beads and do the super duo separately, but if you can, try and get it all in one hit. So there we go, that's that attached. Now I'm going to go back up through the neck, through the head, and firstly just through the 8O bead and not the 11s, because I want to tie off that end thread now. So it wants to come through the 11, just the 8. And as well, once you've gone through both sides like that, you'll see, look, just straightens up her neck and her head. So let's get rid of this tail thread, and both your threads should be coming out of that 8O there. Tie a knot. I'll do a double knot through the loop once, through the loop twice. Yeah, and then once I've pulled that thread up through the beads, I'll cut the tail off. But I want to thread up through these beads and make sure I've pulled the knot up inside my beads before I cut it off. So up here, just up all your bail beads really. You just go around with just strengthening those bail beads. Out of everything on your piece, this is going to take the most pressure. especially if it's a key charm, you know, the tug on it. So you want to keep going through those bail beads a few times. Back down to that one. And then just keep going through. Don't go through the 8, just go through these a few times to strengthen your bail, and then I'll come back and show you the rest, because you don't want to watch me just keep going around in a circle. So tighten off our bail and I'll be back. Right, so I've gone round and round and round 3 or 4 times, and then come back down through your 8, back down through your head beads and your neck. And if you really want to make sure your work's secure, just repeat what you did. Go through this one, this top super duo, back up, back through the head, all the way around your loop, all the way back down, back through to the other side and up again, and that will secure this bit. I mean, if you really don't want to, you don't have to. I just like to make sure my work is extra secure so nothing comes apart. So once I've reinforced it by just following the beaded path back the way I came, just to secure it, I then will come down here to the middle, I mean, you can work through your whole piece and secure the whole thing if you want to, but I use Fireline, which is incredibly strong. So I'm sufficiently confident that my work will hold. Especially once you've done a few layers, if you think it's a 6 and 8 pound fishing line that can hold a big fat 6 pound fish thrashing about on it. A few layers of that, especially 3 or 4 through, or even 2 through, it's going to make your work very strong. So I've done 1 knot in between the beads there, and I shall come out here. Basically what I'm doing is tying a few knots and then getting the end of my thread away from my knots. So I'm going to go down through the bridge thread there. Make 1 more knot. And you can make these knots, you know, wherever you want. You don't have to make them in exactly the same place. But the idea is just to have enough knots to secure it. And you can tie some knots in your bail as well while you're going through the bail, just to secure your work. That's what I did. I did 2 or 3 knots while I was going through the bail, just to secure it, and then cut your tail thread, and there you have a little dolly with braids. So she really is quite sweet. Put her next to the one without the braids. So yeah, it's a little bit of difference. It makes her hat stand up a bit higher on her head. But yeah, really cute. I love them. I think they're so cute. So yeah, have a go. And yeah, I got the idea from the Potomac Bead Company. They did a video, I think it's called Jack and Jill. But theirs is a bit different from mine. Well, it doesn't have hair for a start, and they don't do the little pom-poms on the feet, so they attach the feet slightly different. And she doesn't do a bead cap or a size 8 dough on top. She just does a straight bail on top of the naked bead. But yeah, so they are a bit different, but that's where I got the idea, from the Potomac Bead Company, who do little videos, and I just sort of took it, ran with it, and made it my own. So that's my version, and I call them worry dolls. So that's my little beaded worry doll. Thanks for watching. Hope you have fun trying to make your own. Like I say, you don't have to add the hair. You can just do it like this, without the hair, and just miss that step. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I'll get a bit better at making tutorials. And my dog, who's literally got his nose literally under the camera, breathing heavily. Sorry about that. Yeah, hope you have to get rid of the dog for the next one. He makes way too much noises. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Enjoy your beading. Hope you liked the video. And like I say, thanks to the Potomac Bead Company for their original video of Jack and Jill, where I got the idea. Like I said, I just ran with it and made it my own. Added little pom-poms to the feet and you know, sort of adapted it a little bit to make it my own. And yeah, I call them worry dolls. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. From me, Becca at Bead Pie. Bye for now. Bye. Yeah, and bye from Apollo. Thank you very much, Apollo. Good boy.